So, first question I want to ask, what do you take away from your interactions with Jalen so far? What are your thoughts on him?
Well, I think we made again. We made another great pick because he's seems like he's a solid player, but he's also a solid citizen, and that's what we look for to carry on and take the responsibility of sort of being a leader or someone that kids can look up to, and even as at this early stage in high school, he's going to be moving on. I mean, Manti Te'o was our first high school winner, and we picked right with him too because he's a great guy besides player, and now he's won the second leg of the Triple Crown. Man, he's got a chance to win it in the pros now. So he's a two-time winner, and Jalen will be he'll be up there where he can possibly be a three-time winner.
Did you have any advice for Jalen you can share with us as he moves on to the next level?
Well, I just think it's the same old story as far as advice. Don't forget school because it's one hit the wrong way and you could be through with your football career, and then you got to do maybe what you think is second best, or because I know he's probably got the desire to go on and play in the pros, but you got to have that backup education. And it sounds trite, and everybody says it, and everybody says they're going to do it, but a lot of them don't, and they're left at probably doing a lot of things they don't want to do to make a living or to get by in society. I always thought I'd be in football or involved in football some way, and lo and behold, I'm thinking if it didn't happen to me, it certainly could happen to other people in the same situation, because all I ever dreamed about, grew up wanting to do, was stay in football. And 31 years old, I wasn't able to do it. Now what do I do for second best? But it was just something I made up my mind to do different things, and it's worked out. A lot of people haven't been as fortunate.
What does it mean to you having an award like this attached to your name?
Well, I still question it. Why me? But if that's some way of saying, I must have done a pretty good job playing the position, then I feel humbled and honored by having it, and but also to be able to do something good with it, and that's to get kids like Jalen and to carry it on, and because I'm getting up there, man. I mean, I'm surprised he even heard of me before. Yeah, so it's good to have it there and let them carry it on.
Switch gears a little bit. What are your thoughts on the recent bounty scandal with the Saints? Did the players? Do you feel the players behaved correctly? Did Roger Goodell come down too harshly?
Oh, the bounty. I didn't read up on all of it and everything else, because you know what I just told people when they first asked me about it. I said we did that for free. You hit someone as hard as you can for free. That's what the game's all about. If if you're going to have side bets on who you can knock out, well, I mean, I honestly, I was honest enough to say, yeah, I try to hit people as hard as I can. So you didn't have to pay me anything. I mean, that's the way it was back then. Today it's a little different. And I don't know who to believe in all that stuff. And until you read it or see the evidence, you can't really you can't make a judgment either way. I'm watching the game last night, and there's this thing that one of the coaches or something had to have a police protection because of another guy saying something about him. Or come on, man, why do we have to go through all this? Just play the game, I can't believe it.
What are your thoughts on the NFL kind of cracking down on concussions and kind of protect the quarterbacks, protect the players more?
Well, I mean, the quarterback is the position. I mean, when Peyton didn't play, I mean, the league didn't fold up. And when Brady got hurt and didn't play, the league didn't fold up. But you got to admit, those are the, prime people, so they're going to try to make it a lot safer for them. Sometimes they go a little bit overboard. But, the concussions, what are you going to do? You know, the league has given a bunch of money for research, which I would think that you'd somehow be able to make a more protective helmet. I just don't like all the rules being changed. I mean, you know, if I'm a receiver and I got a ball coming at me and I'm going to make the catch, and here comes the defender and I don't have any chance to defend myself and he goes for my head, yeah, throw the flag. But if I catch the ball and I'm able to turn and see him and get ready for the hit, and he gets ready for the hit and our helmets meet, they throw a flag? No, I don't think that's cutting it too close. If it's deliberate, sure. But if it's not, that's part of the game. And like I think I heard where this big case in Philadelphia about the concussions, when the players who are filing were asked the question, would you do it all over again even though you know the results? The majority said they would. So I just don't like seeing the game change, because last couple of years I've been in front of the public a lot, and that's the number one question, that don't you think the game is getting a little sissified? So people, you know, of course, it's the way people like to see the hits too. And, you know, I'd love to have the concessions of a match where you fight to death, if it could be possible. I'd love to have the concessions on that, because I think they had no trouble selling out. So they watch the game. They like to see that hits, but you know, unfortunately, the players pay for it. But I think they could do something with the helmets, make a little better helmet. Not to say that they're not doing that now, but what can you possibly change? What can possibly $100 million do for research? Change the rules? That doesn't cost nothing. I think you do it in the equipment, the helmet.
Just one last question for you real quick. Do you have any thoughts on Andrew Luck's season so far?
Other than for a rookie, and of course, but you know, you can't just single him out. It just seems like rookies are coming into the league better prepared for the pros, and I think the old school of the pro type offenses is changing, because you got two types. I mean, Luck can run with he can run. He's not just strictly a drop back guy. And then you got that RG3 who runs. So who knows if this is the end of the West Coast offense and something with a pistol or something with these, because of the quarterback's ability. It's unbelievable that they're doing so well, and it's got to be because they've been doing this since Pop Warner. I mean, it's the passing game has come along, and these passing leagues and instruction, and they're all coming out well prepared. So it's not that surprising.